Hey guys, in this video I'm going to show you a way to do the RainFina Crown Fight level 4 with all missions if you have a powerful Ayaka. You can only take ice units, and if you have a Ayaka, a strong one, you can turn 1 OTK this. And then I'm going to be going back for a budget run afterwards with the new free Reagan. So we're going to start with triple casting Katana Break with Axstar with dual wielded katanas. Yish is going to do her Magnus to break and then double in peril. Yoshikiri will triple. We're going to Ice Imbue. I'm bad at clicking today. We're going to Ice Imbue, Intrinsic on Ayaka, and then Frozen LCD. And then you just use Ayaka's Magnus Finale, and then someone to use the Vision card. We'll use Frievia. And you chain them up. And as long as you've learned the break gauge damage bonus on Ashura and Bahamut, there we go. We basically did the damage cap with Ayaka, the last hit. As long as you learn the break gauge bonus on your Esper, you should pretty much OTK this with a good Ayaka. This is what you need though for Ayaka: the magical break damage boost from Bahamut or Ashura. That'll boost your damage dramatically after you break the gauge. But so the gear is Yoshikiri, just his intrinsic, Naked Yish, dual-wielding Katana Axstar. And then Frievia is using some support chaining. She didn't do much damage, honestly speaking, but she does help a little bit. And then we're using Ayaka's card. And then Ayaka herself is 12.6 magic, a lot of killers, there we go. The boss is Human, Demon, Reaper, Dragon, so it's a 4-race boss. We've got Max Demon, the magical killers. Max Demon, 250 Human, Max Dragon, Max Reaper. And that gives us a kill. I'm not going to lock it in because I want to save the energy when I work on the budget run. But there's the quick and easy way if you have a powerful Ayaka and you learned your break gauge bonus nodes on your Espers. See you in a minute for the budget run. Alright guys, I showed you the OTK, now let's go for the budget run. So now we're going to be just using the new Reagan to get it done. So let's get in here and do an all mission clear. Okay, so for this fight, we're going to once again use Axstar to triple cast his gauge break with dual wield. We're going to use Yoshikiri to wombo combo. We're going to, not that, we're going to Hickam. Not that either. We're going to do Feint Block for the physical mitigation, and then Nimpu Bunshin for the Mirage for the party. Celeste, now you got to hit the boss with magical attack every single turn to do this strategy. So we're going to use Blazega with Celeste, physical cover, and then we're going to just use Kurega, doesn't really matter what else. And then Frievia is going to break the boss, flick, and then end guard. And then Reagan can do Ice Imbue, use his cooldown, and then doesn't really matter what else, honestly. Octastrike is fine. We're basically just setting up for the first turn. Okay, so the boss is going to do 3 AoE physical attacks this turn. We Mirage 2 of them. The third one hits the party. It shouldn't be too much damage with the skills we used. And because we hit the boss with magic, the boss gains magic immunity, not physical immunity. So once again, we're going to just reload Celeste and do that magical damage to the boss to keep... You got to hit it with magic every turn in order to make her not go physical immune. Yoshikiri on this turn can do BA start on Reagan. And then, doesn't really matter what else, honestly. We can do Hikamori. They really don't matter. To the base form with Frievia, and we'll do Field, Riposte, Remise, and Insistence as the final action. Now we'll use the LB of Reagan, and we'll triple Absolute Mirror of Equity to chain with our Axstar. Go ahead and chain this up. Deal a little bit of damage. You know, Reagan is easily carrying this fight. Then here comes some more attacks. We're covering it with Celeste. You know, give her some bulk. You can give her resistance if you want to, etc. We don't really care that much, honestly speaking. Because now Reagan's LB is good to go, or SLB. So we'll just reload these, and you can use Frievia to cap it as well if you want to. I don't know the timing. I think that's it, but there it is. Reagan's SLB is the big hit in there somewhere. It was in there somewhere. But there's our all mission clear. Like I said, Reagan very, very easily carries this one if you have a Reagan. If you don't, go get him, because he's free. The rest of the party is flexible. You do want someone to break the gauge, like Axstar, and he's so old. I assume everyone has him at this point. Let's see. Yoshikiri is mostly for the Mirage. That's honestly kind of all he did. He did an LB damage buff on Reagan as well, and that did help. Celeste is for hitting the boss with magic every turn and covering and mitigations. If you don't have her, Triumphant Snow, or whatever his name is, should work as well. Frievia is for breaking. If you don't have her, Yish is fine. And then Reagan is free. Everyone has him. Honestly speaking, I think Reagan did nearly everything. Yeah, the boss has 15 billion, so if you add in Axstar's, I didn't gear Axstar for damage, but if you gear in Axstar's damage, technically Reagan did it all, although Frievia did cap in there for a little bit of bonus damage. And there it is. There's our score. Whatever, I'll go ahead and show you the team's gear. Once it loads, it might take a minute to load. No, we're good. We're good. It has been loading so slow since the 8.0 patch. I don't know what's going on here. But okay, so yeah, it freezes up every now and then. It's really getting on my nerves. Someone said reinstall in the comments on a different video, and I just haven't done it yet. So here we go. Yoshikiri is just some mana reduction and his intrinsic. That's all that really matters, honestly. General Celeste is geared, I mean, she's geared for high bulk. The boss does, I think, fire, ice, and lightning damage. I didn't gear her for resistances, I didn't really care. I just geared her for generic bulk. The boss is almost all elemental damage, so resistances are better if you'd rather it that way. And I just hit auto gear, and, you know, it's whatever. Frievia is geared for damage. The boss is a human, demon, dragon, reaper. And there it is, and she did 1 LB on turn 3. We didn't actually use the Yaku's card, ignore that, that's from the old run, I didn't change the gear around. Axstar is geared for dual-wielding katanas, very, very important. Other than that, he's passive provoke evasion. I don't think the boss does any single targets, so it's kind of irrelevant, and again, ignore the card, we didn't use that. And then Reagan, a double-handed sword, because we are using a double-hand build, don't go dual-wield on him. And Frievia is doing Sword in Peril. Other than that, LB damage. Now, Titus's STMR is way better. If you have Titus's STMR, use it. But I used it in the JP server, and people freaked out saying it's impossible if you don't have Titus's STMR. As I'm showing you, that is so extremely not the case. But if you do have it, put it on him, and you'll overkill even more. And then max all his killers, which is very easy to do because he is a design for the fight. And there it is, max and everything, and okay. There is that fight. This weekend, I'll probably go back to the Dark Rain fight with Reagan because, again, Reagan makes it very easy. He's a pretty good free unit. Okay, see you in a bit.